Wally? Sebastian? Pandora? If I start talking to my phone, you're not going to think I'm crazy, are you? While I take you for a walk, eh? No comment? Oh, okay. Well, I want to talk about the symptoms of myalgia. Let me get out of the car first. Anyway, I'll let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Come on. There they go. Well, I thought I'd have a look on the CDC website about the symptoms of fibromyalgia. We'll see which ones I've got. So, fibromyalgia also tells you a little bit about it as well. Now, they say here, fibromyalgia is a condition that causes pain all over the body. Yeah, I got that. Also called widespread pain. Well, fibromyalgia also causes sleep problems. Yeah, I got that. Fatigue. Yeah, I got that. God. And emotional and mental distress. Yeah. Depression, anxiety, etc. Now, it says here, people with fibromyalgia may be more sensitive to pain. Yes. Things that really shouldn't hurt you at all, or just be a little ache or something, ends up being like shooting pains, or a deep ache. Now this is called abnormal pain. You're kidding. What? Called abnormal pain perception processing. Is that what it is? Okay. Fibromyalgia affects about 4 million adults in the US. Okay, I'm in France, but you know, that's a hell of a lot of people, isn't it? It's 350 million people in the US, so it's a reasonable percentage, isn't it? So yeah, if it was about 2%? Yeah, about 2%. The cause of fibromyalgia is not known. No. But there are triggers. But it can be effectively treated and managed. I would say no. The reason why I say that, you never really get rid of it. It's just, you just dull it. You just make your pain a little bit less severe, or I'm going to have to change my arm again now because it's hurting already. Yeah, I was here yesterday actually as well. But it can be managed to some degree, yeah. But crikey. So what are the risk factors for fibromyalgia? Age. I'm an old fart. Yeah, I'm not out. I'm 54 this year. So. Yes, age. Fibromyalgia can affect people of all ages, including children. However, most people are diagnosed during middle age, and you're more likely to have fibromyalgia as you get older. People with lupus or rheumatoid arthritis. I do actually have a little bit of information brought on by rheumatoid arthritis, so that ain't going to help, is it? A bit in my elbows and my knee. There are other characteristics that have been linked to fibromyalgia, but more research is needed to confirm these relationships. Now, these possible risk factors are sex, not getting enough, that must be it. That makes sense. Women are twice as likely to have. Oh, I didn't mean that. They mean sex and gender and all that. Oh, okay. Including children. But however, most people are diagnosed during middle age and more likely to. It's jumped up. Gone back onto the age one, haven't I? So women are twice as likely to have fibromyalgia than men. I've heard that. More unusual in men. Stressful or traumatic events, such as adverse childhood experiences, that's not really been a problem. Car accidents or post-traumatic stress disorder. I am married. Let me change my arm again. Oh, crikey, it's getting silly. This is getting silly. Don't tell the missus. So where are we? There we go. Repetitive injuries. Injury from repetitive stress on a joint, such as frequent knee bending and stuff like that. Now, for me, it'd be things like I dislocate my shoulder a few years back, and that's caused me a repetitive problem. I was very silly. I fell into the footings of a job I was doing, an extension, and I was actually in the digger, and flew over. It wasn't the cab on it, and I flew over the bucket and dislocated my arm. So it wasn't very clever. Now, family history. I don't know if anyone else in my family has actually got it. Crikey, my arm's killing me. And obesity. Yes, I'm fat. So that ain't going to help either. That is something I really must sort out, because carrying extra weight, if you're in pain or everything's a struggle, it's going to just accentuate the problem, isn't it? You know. And how is it diagnosed? For me, it's been a case of test. No, it's not that, that's not that. Oh, it must be that, as in fibromyalgia. Healthcare providers usually diagnose fibromyalgia using patient's history, physical examination, x-rays and blood work. Yeah, I've had all that. How is it treated? Fibromyalgia can be effectively treated and managed with medication and self-management strategies. De-stressing, giving yourself time just to chill, relax, because the nature of my work sometimes is a bit stressful, so I need to actually just breathe, you know. So fibromyalgia should be treated by a health care professional or a team. Team of healthcare professionals who specialise in treatment of fibromyalgia and other types of arthritis. That doesn't make sense, because fibromyalgia isn't arthritis, is it? Arthritis is like swelling of the joints, you know, rheumatoid arthritis it is. Osteoarthritis is obviously degradation of the bones and stuff, isn't it? I'm just going to have to put this down because my arm is absolutely killing me. Cool. Right, and the dog's pestering. Now, what a treat. So, we will conclude in a moment. I must just give my little doggies a treat, mustn't we? Wally? Pandora, she won't jump up. Sebastian will, though, won't you, boy? You'll jump up, won't you? Yes, you will. Wally? There you go. Right. Oh, blimey. My flipping arm. It's killing me. Let's just hold the camera up in the air. Isn't that heavy? So let's reposition you. We're all at a good position, don't we? Okay, so these treatments could include medications, including prescription drugs, and over-the-counter pain relievers, and aerobic exercise. I've really got it on my bike as well to get on. The motorbike. No, I'm in my push bike. So yeah, aerobic exercise and muscle strengthening exercises. You'd think that'd have a negative effect, wouldn't you? But I've heard this from more than one place. Somebody else I know who does powerlifting. He's 75 years old, and he does powerlifting, what have you. He says it's really good for his fibromyalgia. But I'll just hold that camera up and not me up like that, just on its selfie, on its little tripod thing. Hurts all up there, down here, right across the shoulder, down here. It's muscular. You can feel it. It feels muscular. That's just what it's telling my brain, that it hurts. So yeah, so aerobic exercise and muscle strengthening exercises. Patient education. Yeah, I need it re-educating. I've got a degree though. So patient education classes, usually in primary care or community settings. So primary care be one-on-one with them. Stress management techniques such as meditation, yoga and massage. Massage, I can just imagine that really helping. I used to have massage years ago. When I first did my shoulder, my missus phoned me now. I'll call her back in a moment. So, yeah, stress management techniques such as meditation, yoga and massage. Now, when I'd done my shoulder, I actually had massage from a Chinese place. And I had acupuncture as well, and both of those really helped. I also had cupping, but that was a total waste of time. What is that all about? This is stupid. It's like a little wads of cotton wool, probably soaked in alcohol or something. They put in these little glass jars and pop them on your back. They like them. It takes all the oxygen out, and basically your skin gets sucked up into the little jar, little like glass bowl. Did nothing at all apart from bruise me. I had all these like round, like they look like a crop circle. So yeah, yoga. That's something I really need to do. I'm not talking about like bend me like a pretzel type yoga, but you know, it involves kind of stretching and that kind of yoga. So meditation. Now I've got high blood pressure. I didn't used to. I used to have very good blood pressure. It used to be around 111, and now it's like what? The lowest around 140. The other day it was 170. You know, my blood pressure's shot up since I had this. So yeah, try to keep my blood pressure down to a reasonable level. Certainly would help. So good sleep habits. I haven't. No. Sometimes I don't go to bed until 2. And I've been doing that for a few years now. Because my YouTube channels. Some of the people I'm sort of like communicating with on the other side of the planet. You know? So I end up, I end up losing sleep. And obviously then my missus wakes up at a certain time anyway. And I get woken up, so I don't really get a full night's sleep. And then, not so bad now, since I'm taking the painkillers, I'm sleeping better. But with the fibromyalgia, you don't sleep that well anyway. So cognitive behavioural therapy is another treatment. Blimey. To treat underlying depression. Oh, I see. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a manic depressant. I do have my highs. I have anxiety. Now, usually, most of the time, I'm really positive and happy-go-lucky kind of geezer, you know. Anyone who watched my woodworking channel will, Wally Bra, will know, will say, I'm quite a bubbly person. But I have these sudden lows, anxiety, which hits me really hard sometimes. You have to worry about stuff, worry about what's going on in the world. So talk therapy meant to change the way that people act or think. So would that help? I don't know. I've never had therapy. Maybe I should. So in addition to medical treatment, people can manage their fibromyalgia with self-management strategies described below, which have proven to reduce pain and disability. Now, if somebody I met online, poor woman's in a wheelchair because of her fibromyalgia. She got so much pain in her legs. Whenever she gets a flare-up, she can't stand up. I was thinking about fibromyalgia. It doesn't necessarily get you all the time. It's just, those who do get it all the time, all of a sudden have these sort of massive kind of attacks. So what are the complications of fibromyalgia? Fibromyalgia can cause pain, yes. Disability, and a lower quality of life. You've got to ride above it. For me, at the moment, in my current stage of it, I'd say I just got to ride above it. I can't allow it to get on top of me. Otherwise, I'd be a spiral. Self-destructive, wouldn't it? US adults with fibromyalgia may have complications such as more hospitalisations. If you have fibromyalgia, you are twice as likely to be hospitalised as somebody without it. Blimey. A lower quality of life. Yeah. Higher rates of major depression. Oh, is it depression for me? I think it's more anxiety. It comes and it goes. It just comes all over me all of a sudden, and then I get really depressed, but it doesn't last. It's more anxiety, I would say. And then I sort of a bit of self-management and take myself away from the thing that's making me depressed or give me anxiety. The best thing I could do is go for a walk or something, or just sit out in the countryside and just take in my surroundings. That's my best therapy for that. It really is. Around where I live here in France, there's lots of beautiful places. Without any buildings anywhere. But that's a lovely river there. It's not running as fast now. A few weeks ago, and that was going like a good one with all the rain that we had. Now, this one is very concerning. Higher death rates, obviously it's concerning, from suicide. Suicide! Below, that's why you mustn't obviously allow it to get on top of you. You know, you've got to see the positivity somehow. Some people get it so bad, though, I understand, you know. So higher rates from suicide injuries. Yes, death rates from suicide and injuries are higher among fibromyalgia patients. However, overall mortality among adults with fibromyalgia is the same as everybody else. It's literally just it's depression, isn't it? Again, it's we mustn't allow ourselves to feel sorry for ourselves. But then again, if the pain is getting so bad, if you've got a real bad case of it, well then it stands to reason you're going to get depressed. And then with all these added problems at the moment, like say argument's sake, the cost of living crisis and what have you, and other political events in the UK or the US, whatever, you know, if you're worrying about your next president. Oh dear. So high rates of other rheumatic conditions. Fibromyalgia often co-occurs with other types of arthritis. So they keep referring to fibromyalgia as a type of arthritis. Is it? Well, often occurs with osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and systemic lupus. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but I think it's erythematosus, and ankylosing spondylitis. Oh, I know somebody who's got that. Ankylosing spondylitis. It's like something going on with your joints and your neck and stuff in the back. So signs and symptoms of fibromyalgia: pain, stiffness all over the body. I would say you don't get it all over the body. I would say, for me, it's like in areas of the body, and it's never the same place twice. Fatigue and tiredness, most definitely. Depression, anxiety, yes. Sleep problems, yes. Ticking too many boxes here. Problems with thinking. Oh my God, yes. Now, I often do a live stream on one of my channels, and I have to remember things, so it's facts and figures, and the names of people and what have you. And sometimes I just completely, my mind goes blank, completely out of blank, and I have to just move on because I just cannot get my ducks in a row. So headaches include migraines. Now, I never used to get headaches at all, but recently I've been getting some migraines, dull migraines, nothing major, but I never used to get them at all. I've never ever had what I would call headaches or migraines. Now, this one's quite interesting. Tingling and numbness in the hands and feet. Yes. Also, I suffer with tendinitis and carpal tunnel syndrome. Yeah, tunnel carpian. Basically, the carpal tunnel that's in the hand, where the nerves go through, and the tendons, and they swell at night, you see. And what happens is it crushes the nerves, and that causes tingling in your fingers. But I had the test, I had the operation done, so I had the test, electric test, whatever, where they put shocks through your body, and I definitely had them because it showed up obviously in the machine. Well, it seemed to be coming back again. So I went to, they did the test again. This was 3 years after my first operation. And I did the test again, and it was negative. I did not have carpal tunnel syndrome. So now I know, obviously, that tingling was related to my fibromyalgia. So pain in the face or jaw. Sometimes I get like lockjaw. Do I get pain in the face? Only when the missus punches me. No, she don't. I made that up. Yeah. No, I don't get pain in the face or jaw. Sometimes I get a bit of lockjaw. I've had that donkey's years. So including disorders in the jaw as, God, I don't even know what this is. Temporal mandibular joint. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't have any problem in jaw like that, I don't think. Digestive problems, yes, I have IBS. Or what I think is IBS, it's probably this. It's probably fibro, and it's probably all related. Digestive problems such as abdominal pain, bloating, yes. Constipation, no. Irritable bowel syndrome, yeah. I do get that. That again is also something that's not always the same. It's sort of some days might be a little bit constipation, other days a bit loose, other days just fun. Yeah, lovely, isn't it? Yeah. So the thing is, you see, I think it's different for different people. I think it really is, and because people I know and what have you have got fibromyalgia, people I've been talking to, their symptoms are a little bit different to mine. Similar, but a bit different, but not the same. But also the levels of pain are different to mine. Plus, maybe that I can stomach a bit more pain than they can. I don't know, vice versa. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, or it's because I'm in the early stages of it. Either way, it is difficult. It is, and it's one of them conditions which it's very hard to convince people people to believe that you've actually got something wrong with you. Oh, you look alright, you're walking around alright, yeah, no problems there, yeah. I think you're putting it on. Don't worry, I don't park in disabled spaces. But no, it's just one of them things that I just have to deal with it. Same for anyone else with fibromyalgia. You know, you can't let it get on top of you. If you do, you'll be depressed. And like I said, you know, one of the symptoms is suicide. That's not a symptom that I really want to have. No. Anyway, if you are suffering with fibromyalgia, I'll be really interested to know how it affects you in your life, really. Yeah, please leave it in the comments down below, because I will be reading the comments. But see, also, I think people can learn from each other. And all this is the young channel. At the point of making this video, there's very few subscribers, and yeah, it's only about a couple of weeks old, if that. I'll get there. I'll just keep working at it. But yeah, hopefully we can create a bit of a community on here. People who've got fibromyalgia, or family members that are having to look after somebody, or you know, member of the family, the spouse or what have you, who maybe they're suffering with it, or they suspect it. That's what I read. Anyway, it's time for me to go. So me, my Wally, my Sebastian, my Pandora, will say toodaloo, you know. So toodaloo.